No one does culture wars like Americans, and now there's a new front. You're probably familiar with some of the other American binaries that largely break down along political lines. You're either in favour of guns or you're in favour of graduating primary school. You're either in favour of universal healthcare or you're in favour of selling a kidney to pay for a Band-Aid. You think face masks will help COVID-19 or you think drinking bleach will. One thing both these groups can agree on is that the solution to these problems is thinking and praying a lot. Now there's a new weapon in the culture wars. Gas. Specifically gas stoves. Great, just what the culture wars needed. More hot air. In January this year, when an official from the US Consumer Product Safety Commission made an offhand comment that if gas stoves couldn't be made safe, they would consider a ban. And Americans lost their bloody brains because, like toddlers, if Americans are told not to touch a stove, they want to touch it more. So, with the slight whiff of a fictitious gas stove ban on the horizon, Republicans everywhere decided to light a match and fan the flames. You can imagine it, can't you? Well, if the White House comes from my gas stove, they can pry from my cold, dead hands. What's that? Oh, they literally said this. Thank you, Congressman Ronnie Jackson. No surprise, he's from Texas. Ronnie Jackson. Where have I heard that name before? What are Ronnie's credentials again?
The congressman and former chief medical advisor to President Trump.
Oh, now this guy must know what he's talking about. Senator Ted Cruz even introduced a bill called the Gas Stove Protection and Freedom Act, as if gas stoves were an endangered species. That was also some kind of founding father. And congratulations to everyone, by the way, who had gas stoves and having more rights than women this year. Well done. Conservative celebrity chefs got into the protest as well and attached themselves to their gas stoves.
In response to the Biden administration's suggested proposal to ban all natural gas stoves in households, commercial kitchens, I have taped myself to the stove and I will stay taped to this stove until the idea is completely eliminated from everybody's minds. I'll be here.
Nothing says commitment like a piece of sticky tape. This is what they're fighting for, right? Recent studies in the US and Australia showed that gas stoves were responsible for 12% of childhood asthma cases. That's comparable to living with a smoker. And when cooking without ventilation, dangerous levels of nitrogen dioxide and toxic gases are trapped inside the home. And that's comparable to living with a Sky News viewer. I think I prefer the secondhand smoke, to be honest. And let's not forget that natural gas is just methane with a new name, like natural coal, or natural crude oil, or natural uranium. Yum, 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 yum. Natural. Yes, it's the same methane that is 80 times more potent as a greenhouse gas than CO2. So next time you fart, think about keeping it in. The fate of future generations rests between your cheeks. Hashtag keep it in. Why didn't anyone tell us that burning fossil fuels in your home could be bad for your health and the environment? It's almost as if there was like a rich and well-organised lobby group intent on selling a product that kills people. How retro. And here's the thing. According to the American Gas Association, the gas industry isn't even that interested in selling gas to consumers per se. What they're interested in is building and maintaining gas pipelines and making sure that politicians mandate that houses have the option for gas. And in Australia, that's a lucrative business because gas pipelines terminate in over 5 million Australian homes. What about Australian politicians? Ooh, do they like gas?
Gas.
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 Gas. Gas. Gas. Gas. Gas.
Gas.
Gas. Gas.
Gas.
Gas.
Gas.
Gas.
Well, that last guy, he is all in. Remember this before about how masks could prevent COVID? Well, in Australia, just replace bleach with gas-led recovery. That's how much Australian politicians love gas. They thought that a gas pipeline could fix a respiratory disease. Now, call me a conspiracy theorist, but I think the opposite. The gas industry has seen this data too, and they're not taking it lying down. In America, they've paid for influencers to post under the hashtag cooking with gas. Tastes like wellness. Here's a slide from the campaign to target audience subsegments during key moments in time like summer, autumn, winter, spring. I think what they're trying to say is all the time. Promising families? What are they promising these families? Asthma? Total ecological destruction? Who knows? On Australian Instagram accounts too, you'll find wonderful posts from block contestants and this woman doing gas-fueled yoga. Here she is in the sellout pose. As you can see, she's got incredibly flexible morals. Don't worry, she's fine, it's just a stock photo. This is the most authentic and engaging idea that the gas industry has had since they released a rap video in 1988 called Cooking with Gas. Now, I should stress, what you're about to see is 100% real. Hit it.
Gas! Cooking with gas.
Cooking with gas.
We all cook better when we're cooking with gas.
Gas is so hot it's not on when it's off. It's the only way to cook. That's what I was taught. Now here's a fact you should have to know to pass. 9 out of 10 chefs only cook with gas. Why is that, you say? Can I cook my way?
This video goes for 4 minutes. Do we have time to play the whole thing? No, we don't. But here are the lyrics from the vinyl. It is real. Even the phrase, now you're cooking with gas, just didn't appear out of nowhere. It was written by a gas executive who got it on popular radio shows at the time, hosted by Bob Hope and Jack Benny, way back in 1939. 1939, when CO2 in the atmosphere was just 311 parts per million. The point is, it's taken 80 years, but the narrative around gas is changing slowly. What the whole electrify everything movement need to change the minds of those who are undecided on who to barrack for in the culture wars is not more reports. They need a rap video. So we made one. We found the same people from the 1988 gas rap. It was hard, not everyone was available. And mercifully, it doesn't go for 4 minutes. Hit it!
Cooking with gas, cooking with gas. Do we regret making an ad that was cooking with gas? At first I thought that gas was cool, until I got held back in school. Diagnosed with asthma, low cognition, ADHD. No wonder I get distracted. What's that over there? Cooking with gas, cooking with gas.
We've all got problems because we're cooking with gas. Carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, particulate matter, in fact my favourite's formaldehyde. Killer substances are entering your brain.
Cause you're cooking in your house with an open flame. Cooking with gas, cooking with gas. Our bodies are off because we're cooking with gas. What's up? I'm a big gas man, telling politicians to use gas whenever they can to reduce damages to our bank balance. Contractual. We even rename methane to make it seem natural. Killing with gas, killing with gas. Methane accelerates global warming, so we're killing with gas. Gas. Killing with gas. Now that's what I call fugitive emissions.
A Rational Fear is brought to you by its Patreon supporters. For as little as the price of a cup of coffee, you can get this podcast ad-free, exclusive content, discounts on live tickets, and access to the Discord chat server. Chip in at patreon.com/arationalfear. Or else.
Hi, this video was meant to come out weeks ago, but I got a house and it took up all my time, and I'm trying to build a studio and it's half built, and then Dan Andrews came out and he decided to ban gas stoves in all new houses in Victoria, and it almost makes this video not irrelevant but has less currency, and it really annoyed me. So I decided to rush this video out now and be damned with the consequences. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm trying to do more of these things. In fact, I'm building a little studio here at home to make more videos like this. So if you enjoyed it, please sign up to the Patreon and chip in. And a big thank you to all of our patrons and all of our sponsors for keeping A Rational Fear alive. Thanks very much. And, you know, look, yes, Dan Andrews ruined my video, but at the same time, well done, Dan Andrews. And I really hope that we see this kind of initiative from all the other states, because the federal government's not going to do it, are they? No, they're not going to do it because they're in the pocket of big gas. We all knew that. All right, next time.